So what am I doing about it? Well, you see, absolutely nothing, because Hey yo, and welcome back to my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer parent things. This week I'm going to be discussing my kids and my illness. Please do keep in mind that all of my videos are based on my personal experiences and opinions, especially a video like this, so it is definitely not universal. As of the time I'm making this video, my kids are 9, 7, and 6, and I'm 30. Alright, here we go. My medical history currently labels me as having a chronic migraine disorder. Now, I say currently because it used to be labeled as severe allergies. Did any of my symptoms change between these two diagnoses? No. Did the severity? Nope. So then why do I have two completely different diagnoses? Well, the only real difference is that my new doctor actually listens to me. I say new, I've had him for almost 2 years now, but newer than the other doctor. I bring this up primarily to illustrate that to me it really doesn't matter if I label it a chronic illness or a disability. It affects me the same either way. Now, my migraines can become very disabling. My first week of September I pretty much lost because all I did was vomit and sleep through it. And in October I had back-to-back-to-back migraines that sometimes I couldn't tell where one began and another one ended. And yeah, that severely limited my ability to get writing or anything done. Now, I did some Googling and I found out that a lot of people actually do consider migraines, especially chronic migraines, as a disability. And before anybody mocks or makes fun of my Googling or tries to be like, you can't Google or self-diagnose or anything, I was misdiagnosed for 13 years as having severe allergies because my doctor didn't really understand migraines until I did research myself and looked up a lot about migraines because I found an article that explained symptoms that I didn't realize were migraine symptoms that I had. And then I brought it up to my current doctor, who also didn't know a lot about migraines at the time, and it opened up a discussion, and well, my doctor's done a lot of research on them since then, and here we are. I'm hopefully properly diagnosed now. Severe allergies, my ass. But I do feel like communication-wise, a lot more people understand me when I say I have a chronic illness over if I say I have a disability. And I'm admittedly not an expert on the difference between the two, if there is a big difference between the two, because as previously stated, misdiagnosed for 13 years, still learning a lot about my illness and, just everything that goes with it. Seriously, if your doctor says you have severe allergies and you're like, but I don't really have any allergy triggers, just find a new doctor, because they ain't it. Hell, I just figured out I actually do experience auras. I just don't experience like sight-based auras, you know, the ones that everybody knows about and everybody talks about. No, I get smell auras. So those like phantom scents that I thought I was losing my damn mind over, no, they're real to me because my brain is making me smell them. But it's just like the fun side of having a proper diagnosis is that I can learn more about my actual disorder, and it, things just so much in life makes a lot of sense now. And the more I know, the more I can learn to cope and manage it, and the better quality of life I have. Or at least better quality of life I attempt to have. All of that rambly mess is really just to bring home the point that me and many other people on the interwebs consider our chronic migraines to be both a chronic illness and a disability. As far as this and my kids go, unfortunately, I don't know the full extent that this may or may not affect them. I mean, have they grown up faster than they should? That's a little hard to gauge in general, but especially with our parenting style, because we believe that the kids should be taught responsibility young. They all have their own rooms, therefore it's their responsibility to keep their rooms clean. They also dress themselves and have dressed themselves since they were like toddlers. And when the laundry's done, I will sort the laundry and I will fold part of it, and then I take it upstairs and the kids help me to put their own laundry away. However, they have had to witness and adjust to my bad days. They've seen me throw up and then rinse my mouth out and push myself into the kitchen so that I can make their breakfast. They've seen me alternate between sleeping and throwing up for a week and barely being lucid for a few days. They all know if I need my pain meds, which bottle that is to bring me. These are not things that I wanted them to see. These are not things that I wanted them to experience. And I mean, hell, some days they'll come into the room and they'll see that I'm awake and they'll be like, "Oh, hey, mommy's awake." And while that's cute and adorable, I can't say that it's always a great feeling. Now that I know that what I have is a chronic disorder and not just allergies going out of control, I'm much better at managing my own limits. I'm really thankful that there are days when Chris is just home and he just handles the kids so I can rest, or that my sister is willing to come over and help and take care of the kids for me if I need to sleep, or if I'm just not feeling good all day. Because in the past, I would have just kept pushing myself until I overdid it, and then I'd be sicker and sicker, and taking care of the kids would be all that I could do. I'd even fall asleep upstairs when I put them to bed and just sleep on the floor all night. It definitely affects them. I just don't know to what extent, and they're a little too young to fully articulate to me how they see it. But that kind of transitions us into the next section I want to talk about. Even with all of that, though, they don't really seem ill-adjusted. While it's not something I wanted them to see or have to deal with, it is just kind of normalized for them. They know that sometimes mommy's sick and sometimes mommy's not. Sometimes she doesn't feel good, sometimes she does. They never seem overly worried about it, although they do care, and they are noticeably calmer on my bad days. What I do believe they understand, and I confidently say they understand, is that they know that I get sick, and they know that whatever's making me sick just never goes away. It's just sometimes not making me sick. They know that some days mommy needs a little bit of help to get everything done, and other days mommy needs absolutely no help. And some days mommy can marathon playing a game with them for 2-3 hours, and other days she has to tell them that she needs to rest because she can't really look at the TV screen. They also understand that sometimes if I'm not feeling good, all it really takes is for me to take some of my medicine, and then if they wait for a little while, mommy's feeling a lot better. And other days, the medicine does not do its job and it is very lazy and we don't like it. But I don't really think they understand what is wrong. Although, to be fair, some days I don't understand what is wrong. And migraines are one of those things that science is still researching and trying to figure out what the fuck this is. Especially since there are some really random ass symptoms that seemingly have nothing to do with the migraines, but they're a symptom. Like uncontrollable yawning. If you're not a person who yawns often, like I am definitely not a person who yawns often. I don't yawn when I'm tired. Yawning is just not a thing that I do, except like there will be a random ass day when all I do is yawn. I yawn from the time I wake up to when I go to bed, and I'm not really tired. I'm just yawning. And then a day or two later, I get a migraine. Apparently, that is a thing. That is a sign of an incoming migraine is uncontrollable yawning. So there's that. And I really can't expect the kids to understand something that I don't even understand, that my doctors don't even understand. All that really matters and what's important is that they try, and they're kind to me when I don't feel good. And they are very patient. I feel they are especially patient for their ages. And that's all I can really ask of them. Knowing this, the question that may be on everybody's mind is, what am I doing about it? Well, you see, I'm reveling in the daily pain and suffering of migraines. Yes, you see, I adore the suffering and the pain. I'm kidding. I'm of course kidding. Who the fuck would enjoy the daily pain and suffering of a migraine? I'm doing everything that I can do about it, which, isn't necessarily a whole lot, but I'm trying. I ask for help when I need help instead of pushing through so that I can actually recover. I don't always have that luxury, but I try. I also have started taking like lavender salt baths if the migraine is really bad, and those help. I've tried 2 different medications. No, they're just, nope, not going back to them. The migraines were not as bad as those medications, but I am trying a monthly shot now, and so far, that's working real well. I mean, like, if I was at a 2 before for ability to function, I'm at like a 6 out of 10 for the ability to function. So, still gonna see if there's more that we can do, but so far, I'm enjoying the improvement. We also keep my pain meds, nausea medication, and some pineapple juice in stock for when I'm feeling really nauseous or like I'm just gonna throw my life up. Storms are a major migraine trigger for me, so if I know they are coming in, I can attempt to plan slow days so that maybe I can still get stuff done, even though I'm going to have a migraine. I have a good friend whose fiance suffers from a chronic pain disorder who has recently recommended neuroplasticity to me. The word will be on the screen. She's also recommended several books on chronic pain, and I'm looking forward to reading those, getting myself educated. I mean, I'm just doing everything and anything I can so that I can live a more comfortable and just higher quality of life. I'm never gonna be cured. This isn't something that's ever gonna go away, but I can hopefully treat it and lessen the symptoms so that I can go on and live my life the way I want to live my life. I'm lucky enough that I'm not in a position where I have to accept the daily pain and suffering, and therefore I refuse to accept it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little disheartening. The reason I was originally misdiagnosed was because my old doctor didn't want to listen to me and didn't take me seriously. The first medication I tried gave me short-term memory loss, but to be fair, I am apparently just really lucky because I'm in the 6%, I think it's 6%. It was less than 10% of people who suffer from short-term memory loss with that medication. The next medication made me feel even sicker than my migraine did. I mean, literally, I chose a month-long migraine over taking that medication because that medication made me feel so bad. But I'm not giving up because there are more treatments that I can try. And like I said, right now I am trying a migraine shot that has helped a lot. And because it has helped a lot, I'm going to try to figure out how to possibly treat my other symptoms or, get to the core of maybe some other issues that might be going on that were hidden by the migraine. I don't know yet. We're still trying to figure it all out. But I'm doing it for myself, I'm doing it for my husband, and I'm doing it for my kids. I want to be the best me that I can be. All right, everybody, that's all I have for you this week. Do you have a relevant question or comment? Feel free to leave them down below. If you just enjoyed the video, I appreciate those comments too. If you'd like to stay up to date on my platform and my life and other health updates and stuff, you can sign up for my newsletter on my website. I send one out every month between the middle and the end of it. I host live streams on Mondays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you'd like to see a sample of my writing, you can check out my website here, SamanthaLNasset.com. And if you'd like to stalk my social media, that's cool too, at SamanthaLNasset on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook. How long have you been there? If you liked this video, maybe give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and ring-a-ding that bell. I hope to see you soon. Sam out. Toot, toot, toot.